Okay, so I'm going to try and blitz through this video as quick as possible because I've just done another video about this charging pad by AGP Tech to do with the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4. And as we can see, it definitely works with the Z Flip 4 this. Let me get that out the way. But what I'm going to do with this video is show you it working with the iPhone SE Gen 3. So watch this. I'm just going to pop it on top of the pad there. And there we go, we've got wireless charging on the go. Now let me just take that off again and I'll just try it quickly once again before explaining a couple of things here, which is actually quite impressive to be honest. So there we go, back on the pad and there we go, it's charging again. Now, what's really impressive here is that this case is actually quite thick, and that's because it's got a credit card in the back. So what I'm going to do is flip this over. We're going to have to blur it a bit. Obviously, I don't want people to see me credit card details. Anyway, so on this part of the case here, there's a credit card. So obviously this particular case has got like, you know, a little wallet in the back of it to put the card in and stuff. Now what that basically does is obviously make the case thicker. Not just that, but like the edges of the case here are raised, obviously, so we can get this wallet thing in for the credit card and stuff. So just bear that in mind. Let me just do this again. So it's a thick case with a credit card in, and I stick it on the thing like that, and there we go, it's charging. Now just something quick here. In fact, let me just take the credit card out. Okay, so as we can see, the credit card is out of the case now. Now one thing that you have to be careful about, and this goes for any type of flat charger like this, not something that's MagSafe, because that will automatically line up with the actual charging coil in the back of the phone. What happens is, if I just place it down near the bottom of the phone like that, it's not going to get a charge. So what it is, I think the coil is somewhere up here. So just be careful. And once again, if you stick it right at the top there, again, it's not going to pick up a charge. However, if we kind of just stick it maybe into like that position there, as we can see, that's like, you know, charging, which is great. So in fact, let me just flip that over. I think it might almost be in line with where the Apple logo is there. So like I say, Apple logo is in line with the center there. So let me just tip that over. And there we go. That's probably where the charging coil is in the back of the phone. Now, another couple of quick things which I didn't mention in the previous video, which is probably what I should have done. What it is, the top here has got like a weird type of material surface to it. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't feel plastic. However, the rest of the case for the actual charger is plastic. But as we can see there, really thin. But also on the back here, there are 4 rubber pads there. So it does kind of stay quite stationary on the tabletop and all the rest of it. Now for this use, I'm also using an official Apple 20-watt charger here. I mean, this is something that you would normally get, say, with an iPad. However, you can obviously buy these separately. Now, in the previous video that I done with the Flip 4, I'd recommended that people always buy, like, you know, the correct charger for the phone. So if it's a Samsung phone, defo buy Samsung chargers. Don't skimp out on it. And also, if you buy iPhones, then buy an Apple charger as well. The thing is, you know, you're paying a lot of money for these phones, so don't run the risk of using a third-party charger which may damage the phone. However, in this instance, you could probably get away with all kinds of chargers with a pad like this, because we're not directly connecting like the electricity from the back of the charger into the phone. However, if you are going to use an iPhone SE Gen 3 or any iPhone like wired into a charger, defo always use an Apple charger. Now, another thing I just want to quickly mention here, I know I've obviously just done that video with the Samsung phone on the same charging pad. Now, I don't want anybody who like watches my channel regularly to be thinking that I'm just milking as many videos as I can out of one device here. The simple fact is, I've got boxes of stuff that gets sent to me to do reviews. Making 2 videos about the same one cheap device here doesn't actually do me any favors. However, what it is, somebody who's on Samsung or somebody who's on Apple, they're not looking or searching for something on like the other person's device. So if you're on a Samsung device, you're not going to go searching for the same device. if it's like being used on like an Apple phone and vice versa. So the point of doing these types of videos is just because if I come across something which I believe is like really useful and it can work across multiple devices, I probably will do more than one video with them. You have to remember, I do a ton of stuff on this channel to do with, like, say, Apple products like the phones, the tablets, and, like, you know, the laptops and stuff. But at the same time, I'm a huge Android fan as well. I do a bunch of Android stuff. I really like the Samsung things, but then I'm also into Windows as well, and like Chrome and Chrome OS, Chromebooks and all that type of stuff. But nonetheless, if I come across anything which can kind of, like, you know, bridge gaps and stuff, I may double up on those videos. So basically what I'm getting at here is, if you are somebody who does regularly watch me stuff, no, I'm not just trying to fleece as much as I can out of one cheap device by doing a ton of videos with it. Anyways, that'll do it for this video, and if you want a bit more information about this charging pad, check out the video that I've done with the Flip 4 there. There'll be a link to that somewhere. Anywho, if you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to my channel, and there will be links to all the stuff used in the video description below. I'm David Harry. Thank you very much for watching this video. Take care and goodbye now.